各位傳媒朋友，大家好啊！我哋嗰個virtual press briefing 將會開始，咁我哋諗俾幾分鐘大家log on，然之後即係 get settled，咁我哋就可以開始啦。大家等幾分鐘，我哋就會開始。Thank you。OK， 好，咁歡迎大家出席今日 Craft Bamboo Racing 嘅網上新聞發佈會。咁一年一度嘅澳門格蘭披治大賽都好快又再舉行啦。咁呢項亞洲最頂級嘅賽車比賽，由1954年開始，到而家已經嚟到第69屆。咁熟悉澳門賽車嘅朋友都會知道呢條世界聞名嘅東望洋賽道啦。咁曾經都有好多唔同嘅出名嘅車手嚟到參賽，亦都有好幾場嘅經典嘅精彩格鬥。咁今屆嘅賽事咧 ，Craft Bamboo Racing 將會派出2部戰車參加今屆嘅澳門 GT 杯賽事。咁相信好多朋友對上年比賽發生嘅熱血故事啦，咁嗰一場由谷底反彈再一舉成功，帶翻嚟贏冠軍嘅比賽，我諗相信大家都仲牢牢記得嘅。咁呢一位我哋香港嘅賽車運動員啦，咁今年亦都再次落場，咁希望能夠尋求衛冕，再次為香港爭光。咁但係我喺呢一刻咧，我就暫時唔好請啲賽車手出嚟住，雖則大家都見到其實佢哋 Zoom 已經出現咗㗎啦。咁但係因為我正如所講咧 ，Craft Bamboo Racing 今年會派出2部戰車出賽啦。咁另外一位車手咧會係邊位啦？咁自從疫情之後咧，就好多外國嘅車手就因為疫情嘅影響啦，冇機會嚟到澳門比賽。咁今年我哋 Craft Bamboo Racing 就為大家嚟個突破，成功邀請到一位 Mercedes-AMG 廠隊嘅升級車手嚟到澳門獻技。咁但係我哋未同佢哋傾偈之前呢，我就想先同大家去 share 一套一條短片啦。咁就係 Craft Bamboo Racing 今屆嘅2部參賽戰車個樣會係點樣嘅？咁請睇睇片。Thank you， 阿文。哇！2部戰車都非常之靚，好型添，好型添。見到兩部戰車都係由本地2大嘅知名品牌作為主題贊助啦。咁分別就係贊助77號戰車嘅香港著名模型車生產商Tarmac Works， 以及贊助55號戰車，從電競以至參賽真實賽車、遊戲開發都有涉獵嘅 Set Challenger。咁今日2位本地品牌嘅負責人都嚟到呢度同我哋先做個分享。咁首先我有請 Tarmac Works 嘅創辦人同埋總監廣天佑先生 Felix 同我哋介紹下今次嘅贊助計劃。咁有請 Felix。Hello Felix， 你好。Hello， 嗱 Felix， 我都知你一直咧都係澳門賽車嘅忠實擁躉啦，咁亦都非常之支持香港嘅賽車運動。咁今年個拉花設計都好似仲請咗一個大師嚟幫手添，可唔可以同我哋講解下成個 concept， 即係嗰個拉花嗰個 concept 啊，同埋有冇咩特別嘅新嘅元素介紹俾我哋港澳嘅車迷咧？
我首先好多謝呢個 嘅機會啦。咁我好細個已經係去睇澳門賽車，我諗6、7歲，咁已經係40幾歲人，所以睇咗成你應該。咁由一個小朋友睇嘅個水塘灣嗰度睇，去到自己嘅品牌可以落到一架車度，呢個係對我嚟講係一個好大，同埋我哋品牌嚟講係一個好大嘅一個 milestone 啦。咁亦都非常之開心可以同 Craft Bamboo 再一次合作啦，亦都揾到一個廠隊嘅車手 Maro Engel 嚟，亦都係即係希望係會有好嘅成績。咁所以呢個係超級嘅興奮，可以去做到呢個有呢個機會啦。咁其實今次就請咗一個係美國嘅一個好知名嘅一個designer 啦，叫 John Sabor 啦。咁佢本身係個菲律賓人啦，但係佢係好細個，即係佢已經喺嗰度出世啦，跟住即係屋企人已經搬咗過去。咁佢就喺嗰邊係做好多嘅 design work 嘅，無論係賽車拉花啦，去到車嘅做一啲嘅 body kit 啦、wide body kit 啦，咁幫過好多大嘅品牌去設計嘅唔同嘅車啦。咁今次就邀請到佢，其實同佢 kick off 一個我哋嘅一個 partnership， 咁就揾咗佢喺一個好 short notice 嘅時間叫佢去設計呢一部車。咁個 inspiration 係 come from 89年嘅一部190E AMG 嘅DTM 嘅一個賽車啦。嗰陣時係用咗一個電腦嘅 circuit board 嘅一個設計啦。咁呢一個就係一個現代嘅演繹嘅方法啦，就做咗呢個。咁就我哋本身都好中意一啲 retro look 嘅，咁但係亦都想做一個現代版嘅呢一個 look。咁今次就做咗一個深藍色，再加一啲嘅銀色嘅 chrome嘅貼紙落去，咁所以就做咗一個咁樣嘅 design，which 我覺得係好 sharp 好靚嘅。咁所以就 again 好多謝 Craft Bamboo 喺好短時間內將呢個 design 呈現到出嚟啦，亦都好多謝 John 去幫我哋設計咗呢個好靚嘅拉花。
係啊 ，thank you Felix。咁我都記得，我都好記得嗰架190E 嗰個 design。呢個好似係一個比較 evolved 演進版嘅一個 design。咁係啦，多謝 Felix 嘅分享啦。咁架車咁靚，大師又做埋拉花嘅設計，咁我都好期待日後出嗰啲模型車，我都一定要買個。咁大家要拭目以待。咁我哋暫時傾到呢度先，我都想留翻少少時間俾啲傳媒一陣都問你問題。咁但係我就接住落嚟咧，想請Z Challenger 嘅項目總監莫子樂先生Pluto 同我哋傾下偈。Hello Pluto， 你好嘛？
Hello， 大家好。
嗱，我知你不嬲咧都範數多，一直都做好多同車有關嘅工作啦。咁我先問你啦，你對呢兩架車嘅拉花個設計有冇咩特別嘅感覺？有咩 feeling？
其實今年好開心啦，見到Craft Bamboo Racing 兩部嘅 Benz 戰車啦，都好醒神咁出現喺我哋澳門 GT 杯嘅 grid 上面啦。咁啱啱 Timmy 嗰部車亦都係一個好 classic 嘅演繹嘅拉花，變成一個現代版。咁我自己都有做拉花設計嘅，所以真係好正，我覺得見到。咁仲有 Adero 嘅黑紅色嘅戰車，代表住即係 Challenger 本身嘅主題色，同埋我哋今次帶嚟咗 Rev to Vertus。卡加亞呢兩個嘅都係我哋即係 Challenger Group 嘅項目啦，咁而家都係好濕醒咁出現喺見到大家畫面上面，咁都好期待佢哋喺澳門嘅活躍表現。
係啦，嗱，你過去2年咧，澳門真正落場你參賽都有幾好嘅成績啦，咁加上就係你都講及到呢個 R2V Rev to Vertex 呢個咁嘅遊戲啦，可唔可以同大家講多少少即係 Rev to Vertex 其實呢個遊戲介紹下？
咁其實今年咧，我嘅主力負責嘅學嚟嘅，咁 Rev to Vertex 係我自己嘅一個賽車遊戲嘅計劃，咁希望咧將模擬賽車嘅真實性，香港我哋嘅街道公路嘅主題，咁亦都融合，令到全世界嘅人都可以一路體驗到模擬賽車嘅呢2年用模擬賽車澳門嘅一啲實戰經歷嘅一啲得着，加埋本身我哋自己係作為香港人，大家都係即係想令香港呢個主題發揚光大，去俾廣大嘅即係遊戲嘅愛好者去認識啦。咁亦都係由 Z Challenger 去支持住，先有呢啲 project 可以出現嘅。咁所以都好支持住我哋嘅香港車隊 Bamboo Racing，希望今年咧繼續代表我哋香港咧爭光。
好，唔該晒 Pluto 嘅介紹。咁我相信好多人都會好期待你個遊戲賽車Rev to Vertex 啦。咁希望早日可以推出。咁我個人嚟講，我都好期待去嘗試去玩下咁樣啦。好，咁暫時 thank you Pluto 先。咁今次 Craft Bamboo Racing 喺一眾合作伙伴嘅大力支持底下啦，咁相信我哋兩位車手都已經好期待下個星期舉行嘅賽事。咁其實佢哋已經係身在澳門㗎啦，喺酒店房嗰度進行緊隔離。咁呢個時候，我有請我哋兩位車手 Maro Engel 晏高同埋我哋熟悉嘅 Daryl 歐陽若曦出嚟先。Hello Maro，Hello Daryl，How are you guys?
Good, thank you.
Hello，
Excellent.
大家好，大家好。
Hello, hey guys. How are you guys doing in quarantine? I understand you guys are locked up in the same hotel right now. Is that right?
Yeah, we're in the same hotel. I think Daryl has a couple of days head start on me, so he'll be out a bit earlier than me. But so far, so good. It's for me, it's the first quarantine, but things are going well so far.
Excellent. Okay. So firstly, I guess I do want to ask Maro, this is your first return to Macau after a 2-year absence. What are your expectations for the race? How do you think, what are your goals? What do you hope to achieve during the weekend?
Well, first of all, I'm excited to be back. It's great to be back. We've missed coming to Macau, and definitely it's one of the big highlights of the year. So it's great to be back and back with Craft Bamboo Racing. Obviously, who I know very well, and that is a great team. So I'm really looking forward to the weekend. Hopefully, we can have a smooth run. The aim is quite clear. We want to have a chance to win the race. We want to challenge for victory. So hopefully we can have a smooth weekend and be on the top step on Sunday afternoon.
Excellent, thank you Maro。咁簡單同大家再翻譯下阿 Maro 啱啱講嘅嘢啦。咁佢當然佢就非常之高興同埋興奮2年之後嚟翻到澳門嗰度去參賽啦。咁當然從一個比賽嘅角度嚟講，佢都非常之期待再次喺呢個東望洋個賽道喺度再同大家去練車啦。咁就非常之期待今個 weekend。咁當然就係一個非常之安全 very safe 同埋一個非常之暢順嘅一個 weekend。咁當然就係想嘗試奪取冠軍啦。咁 Daryl， 我就而家去同你傾下偈啦。你今次再去到澳門嘅比賽狀態如何？同埋你今年即係經過上年呢個咁嘅峰迴路轉嘅一個 weekend， 你今年有冇特別一個期望？想唔想再攞冠軍呢？
首先係咯，舊年個賽事咧都係一定係非常之特別啦，因為有咁嘅情況發現，跟住可以翻到嚟贏個賽事都係好特別啦，就會好難去 top 呢樣嘢噶啦。但係咧我覺得of course 我哋個目標係嚟贏啦，呢個係我哋做個車手咧，我哋係絕對係 aim 去揸得好啲啦。咁我啲 challenges 咧係，譬如今年咧我都好彩喺9月嘅時間咧去新加坡去鬥，就有翻都有個 feel 喺街賽啊。但係我今年差唔多成年都冇鬥過啦，都係啱啱疫情都 coming out of 疫情啊，嗰啲個 pandemic 啦。咁呢個係一個大 challenge 咯，因為每一次我哋譬如我加埋晒3年鬥車咧都係。我唔知嗰個9個 session 度幾個比賽同埋幾個 practice qualifying， 所以呢個係一個好大個 challenge 嚟出嚟嘅。所以我嘅目標係都係 focus 翻自己嗰個成績啦，同埋今年一個好處咧係有翻個 teammate 啦，同埋唔係咁一個 teammate 係一個全世界嘅一個 AMG 高手啦。佢都啱啱Maro 啱啱喺 Nürburgring 都攞咗個新track record 啦，上個禮拜佢哋都幾忙啊。但係呢個係一個好特別有翻嘅 teammate 咧係有個好 benefit， 因為有啲 data 睇翻啊，我哋可以一齊可以合作去希望可以幫到嚟 help each other 去攞個好成績翻嚟咯。
Thank you。咁我諗我其實都想問下兩位車手，即係你哋對澳門，即係你哋都已經贏過喺澳門贏過2次，每人都係2次嘅冠軍啦。咁想都睇下你哋覺得呢個賽道嗰個關鍵係咩咯？So Maro, I want to ask you, since both Daryl and yourself are two-time Macau race winners, in your mind, what's the secret to conquering this demanding track? Maybe start with Maro.
It's definitely a very demanding track, which it's probably one of the most demanding and challenging tracks in the world. The only comparable places are the Nürburgring Nordschleife and Bathurst in Australia. But yeah, Macau is very unique in the sense that it's through the city, which is also the reason I think everybody wants to race here, because it's one of the highest challenges you can have. Winning this race, I mean, at the end of the day, it's a very long weekend. You need to do a good job in all the sessions, practice through qualifying, in the qualifying race, and then obviously in the main race. So there's a lot of ingredients that come together, and you need to basically put it all on the table at the right moment. So there's a lot of things. Obviously, it's great that Daryl and myself both have 2 wins, and hopefully by the end of next week we'll have 5 wins between the 2 of us. I'm obviously hoping that I'll take my 3rd. I guess Daryl is hoping he'll take his 3rd.
Thank you, Maro. 好，咁 Daryl 你覺得咧有冇啲乜嘢特別補充啊？即係都知道呢個賽道 Maro 所講賽道係超級之挑戰性啦。咁每一個 session 都要真係要非常之把握到成個賽道嗰啲嘢。咁你有冇啲特別嘅嘢想補充咧？
Well, I guess 係試 like Maro 講得啱嘅，係成個 weekend 要做得好咯。咁譬如舊年喺嗰個 qualifying race 係有嗰個大狀啦，正常係唔會有機會贏到嘅，所以呢個係你唔想係有咁樣嘅情況咯。但係我鬥咗今次都係我第18次鬥澳門披治嘅，咁你如果數18次咧，我唔知或者9次都有撞過嘅。呢個係一個情況，因為呢個賽道咧係特別難咯，所以你唔想令到個情況你係冇機會鬥啦，或者冇嗰個。你唔夠試車啦，我個成個隊要譬如成晚喺度整車，呢個但係我都係試過好多次嘅情況㗎。So 最主要係 focus 咧係唔好出錯啦，要 set 架車 set 得好啦，同埋都係要 build up 咯，因為你好易怎話一開始出去咧又 push 得太盡啦。咁呢個我年年都係咁樣講，但係年年都係要咁樣 focus 翻咯，因為你係好易尤其是今年嗰個水平一定係高啲啦，有翻 Motara Marciello Engel 啲車手喺度咧，係一定會係一個挑戰性，所以我哋要 push 自己嗰個 performance 要 push 得更加盡咯，所以要 balance 翻揸得幾快，同埋要安全，令到個車係可以好 condition 咯。所以我哋 as a 車隊咧，我哋 prepare 得好好噶啦，我哋已經有好多 debriefing 去準備好我哋個方向個 strategy 佢點樣去做得好成績，但係要出去 execute 呢樣嘢咯。
好 ，thank you, Maro and Daryl for your sharing. 多謝大家，咁都非常之期待你哋下個星期嘅表現啦。希望大家都可以支持佢哋同埋 Craft Bamboo Racing 取勝嘅。咁好啦，我唔會嘥大家時間，咁而家嚟到發佈會嘅問答環節啦。咁現時就邀請各在座嘅傳媒朋友發問。咁大家先可以喺個 Zoom 嗰個界面嗰度咧，先撳個 reaction 嗰個 icon， 然之後 reaction 嗰度咧就有個 raise hand 嘅。咁麻煩大家就按一按，咁我哋工作人員咧就會按次序咁樣安排大家問問題。咁因為今日參與嘅發佈會朋友比較多啦，咁麻煩大家發問前咧就先介紹下自己同埋個報館。方便我哋 manage 呢個環節嘅，咁我睇先，我而家睇下我哋有冇，我哋先賽車台 Hong Kong Racing Channel， 請發問啦。
喂 ，Hello， 聽唔聽到先？
聽到。
Hello， Daryl、Hello 英國同埋咁多位朋友啦，咁尋日就澳門終於出咗成個 entry list 啦，咁好多車迷睇到阿 Daryl 嗰個參賽車輛咧就係一架 Mercedes 嘅 GT3， 而唔係最新嘅 spec 嘅 GT3 Evo， 咁車迷都問緊，喂點解今場嚟到澳門又用翻一架所謂嘅舊車咧？
首先嘅車今年咧有啲 logistical problems， 唔係咁容易。本來有第二個車係 plan 咗嚟嘅，但係嚟因為嗰啲 shipping 啦係比較複雜。今年好多嘢都係 delay 同埋慢啲， 所以卒之係要我本來嚟架車係嚟唔到，唔嚟得切。呢個係而家我哋都係喺呢個pandemic situation 咧，都係有呢啲嘢會出現嘅。咁我哋都冇放棄，我哋係安排咗第二架車，可以 last minute 係可以調架車過嚟呢邊。所以係咯，好啲嘢都係好遲嘅。今年每一年我哋都係要好遲，譬如個賽事嗰啲。好多啲planning都係唔係正常，好似平時咁樣嘅，所以我哋好啲嘢都要 react，last minute 係要點樣去調啊，點樣去令到可以嚟到個賽事咯。所以今年呢個係個情況，但係我哋都覺得個車唔係舊嘅，即係都係好好 condition 嘅，但係唔係最 late 嗰個 spec 咯。所以呢個係個唔同個分別啦。但係我哋都好熟呢架車，因為我2020年都係揸呢架車嘅。所以嗰我覺得個 performance 咧唔會係太大影響嘅。
明白。因為其實車迷都對你好有期望，所以見你架車咁樣就有啲擔心。不過我相信就今年有隊友支援啦。咁有冇真係諗過今年自己為自己訂立個成績去到邊度？因為始終嚟咗幾位外國嘅高手。
我個目標係一定去贏嘅，呢個係呢個係100%我個 focus 同埋方向咯。會唔會係我覺得 of course 去到呢個世界級啲車手過嚟嗰個壓力啊，同埋嗰個你嗰個 limit 要 push 得更加多咯。但係好多嘢都係 challenge 翻自己咯。喺個賽道咧，我哋好少都要睇翻對手嘅。我哋自己係睇翻自己個成績咯，所以最主要係要 set 好架車啊，自己要準備自己去揸得好咯。咁我頭先都講過呢幾年喺個疫情個啲問題咧係好難做一個香港車手嘅，或者亞洲車手都係好難嘅，因為我哋好多 challenges 我哋平時冇咯。因為如果我哋鬥開車每個月喺度鬥開，呢個係一個令到我自己可以揸得好啲咯。但係你加呢個情況係我哋揸得少啊，同埋冇得準備，我哋更加要 focus 咯。所以我自己都係好多唔同嘅 challenge， 但係我都係好有信心，我哋可以攞個冠軍咯。
OK， 問少少問題啦，同埋 Engel， short questions. Who's the main rival in this race?
I mean, obviously on paper, I think it's the usual strong drivers in Macau. We have Marcello, we have Mortara, Daryl for sure will be strong. I think Alex Imperatori, and obviously myself. I think I would be pretty confident that one of these 5 drivers will end up taking the win. So we just have to make sure it's us at the end.
All right. That's all for my questions. Good luck, Daryl, and good luck, Engel. Yeah.
Thank you.
Thank you.
好，下一位係 James Lights Out。James 請講啊。
你好，聽唔聽到？
聽到。
OK， 唔該你。有一條問題想問 Daryl 嘅，就係今年車隊即係其實自從疫情開始咗之後啦，咁Daryl 經常強調嘅就係呢個佢參加國際比賽嘅時候，經常都面對一啲物流嘅不便啦，有啲人員同埋設備都冇辦法去到賽道咁比賽。咁想請問今場澳門 GT 杯喺物流方面有啲咩挑戰同埋有啲咩準備，可唔可以詳細咁介紹下呢？咁樣
我呢幾年咧都係 basically 係 deal with 疫情呢個問題啦。澳門我哋呢幾年都係慣咗少少係少啲 staffing 啦。個賽我哋個 pit 唔係 open， 幾多個 mechanic 都得。咁我哋平時鬥 GT3，我哋都係用多好多 mechanic 嘅。譬如我年嚟澳門，我哋都係多啲人嘅。但係而家少啲人手係第一個 challenge 啦。同埋好多時嗰個疫情嗰個 situation， 我哋唔係好清楚因為而家都係 obvious 喺中國嗰邊都係有啲都有啲 case 啊，有啲嘢發生啊，咁好啲嘢都要好遲 react 咯。所以我哋有時個車隊我哋都要，因為我哋正常啲 啲賽事好早安排，好多嘢係好易去 planning。但係而家好多時嘅情況唔知個 situation 係點樣搞啊，點樣 handle 啦，所以我哋都要 quick reaction 咯。所以呢個係一個第二個 part， 我哋慣咗。譬如今年我哋跑喺美國跑都係一樣嘅，唔係咁容易去安排晒啲嘢嘅，好多嘢都係唔清楚。所以嚟澳門格蘭披治都係咁樣，要 focus 翻logistics 啊。譬如我哋嘅 engineer 都係入唔到嚟㗎啦，咁我哋都唔會隔離7日帶個 engineer 入嚟，咁我哋都係靠啲 technology 啊，靠 Zoom 啊。做 debriefing 啊，而家我同 Maro 我哋已經喺quarantine 嗰時咧，我哋已經同 engineer 做 briefing 啊，我哋已經開始咗做㗎啦，所以我哋都係靠 technology 去幫我哋去點樣，譬如 transfer documents 啊 ，transfer data， 好多嘢都要係咁樣係要用電腦啊 Zoom 啊去 translate， 跟住所以呢個 communication process 我哋都呢幾年都係熟咗啦，但係今次我第一年係會enter 2架車，喺疫情時間咧係入2架車咯，所以而家有 Maro 翻嚟咧，所以呢個係一個呢個方向咁樣行咯。
非常之多謝。
好 ，thank you。咁我哋OK， 我哋再等下有冇啲傳媒嘅問題啊？But Maro actually while we're waiting， 我哋仲有多啲問題 ，We've got more questions. Sorry, my question will have to wait. Sorry, Maro. 我哋先請明報 Matthew， 請講啊。
喂，你好，聽唔聽到？
聽到。
好，想問 Daryl 先嘅，係咁你頭先都有講到啦，即係呢3年可能鬥車個時間唔係好多，但係其實你九月嗰陣時。喺新加坡其實個成績都幾好咁樣，其實對今次比賽幫助到幾大咧？即係成個程序上可能有成個 weekend 可能有 practice 賽事咁樣，即係咪熟習翻叫做？
係啊，新加坡嗰邊一定係幫到啦，尤其是都係街賽啊，都係一個好 similar 一個 approach 去鬥啦，所以呢個係一定係幫到我去準備個賽事咯。So 呢個係絕對你有多 track time， 我頭先講話，如果平時我可以跑到6至8個賽事先嚟到澳門咧，咁係好多。譬如阿 Maro， 譬如或者連續已經5個禮拜、6個禮拜係鬥緊嘅繼續。So 佢每一年Maro，how many races do you do a year right now? About 25?
Somewhere around there, between 25 and 30 weekends.
Yeah, so like 25, 30. 跟住我而家係。同埋第2個賽事今年咯，所以係有個呢個係一定有個 challenge 㗎，但係我絕對係鬥新加坡一定幫助咯。
係，咁你頭先講到即係新加坡又係跑街啦，咁今次澳門又係跑街啦，咁其實你覺得嗰個戰車個 set up 上係咪都係應該相似？
澳門係一定係唔少少唔同啦，因為嗰個速度係快好多啦喺澳門，所以嗰個佢車嘅 setting 啊，個 focus 點樣去揾時間啊，因為譬如喺新加坡我哋跳好多膊嘅，個車跳好多膊，跟住我哋少啲高速彎嘅，咁我哋會 set 架車係唔同嘅，所以關於個 setting 嗰邊咧唔係都少少唔同嘅，但係嗰個去熱翻身啊，去揸嗰時都係好大幫助咯。
Actually, just on that question, Daryl, maybe Maro might have some input as well. So the question was, any particular advice, insights in terms of general setup for a track like Macau? Obviously, I think there will be, we'll have to get to the weekend before you finalize all these things. But any general insights on general setup, your preferences, so forth?
Macau is always a compromise because you have a very fast section in the bottom, but at the same time you need very good downforce on the cars for Mandarin, which is obviously a very high speed corner, one of the most challenging, and for the mountain section. But the most important thing on setup is that you find a setup that gives you confidence that you can trust the car, because obviously to push the car very hard between the walls, you really need to have a lot of confidence in the car and to know exactly what the car is doing, so that you can extract the last bit of performance from the car.
Excellent, thank you.
咁所以
係sorry，繼續。
所以問多一句就係，所以其實第一日 practice 即係其實個目標可能係盡量攞即係跑得幾多得幾多，對於 Daryl 嚟講係咪可以咁樣講？因為即係要 track time。
係啊，我哋正常咧喺澳門，無論你有你，譬如Maro 揸到好多個 session 啦，我自己都係我哋都盡量都係攞 track time 嘅，因為好少 track time，所以你譬如有時有啲紅旗啊、黃旗啊，你都係或者一個 practice 有3-4個圈係冇車啊擋住你啊嗰啲嘢，所以我哋都係正常咧都係 push 得成個throughout 成個 practice session 去揸多啲嘅。
好 ，thank you Matthew。咁我哋接住落嚟就係Huda， 跟住之後就 Hayes at Lights Out。係先 Huda。
係，大家好，請問聽唔聽到？
哇，你副黑超好嚟，好型啊！
係其實我有兩個問題。第一個問題想問翻 Daryl， 關於今年嘅車胎有冇啲咩指定或者限制咧？第二個問題就係想問 Maro 揸過咁多嘅唔同齡嘅車胎。可能我聽聞今次用米芝蓮嘅嚟到澳門，咁呢一條胎又有啲咩嘅優勢，可以點樣配落架車度咧？唔該晒。
Actually 最主要係問翻 Maro， 因為 actually Maro's used this tire quite a bit in DTM I believe. So he's asking about the performance of the tire. So maybe better Maro asks because he has more experience on this tire.
Yeah.
It's the tire we use in DTM, the Michelin S8M. We'll see how it handles in Macau, but it's for sure it's a good tire and a little bit different to the Pirelli that I last used here when it was the FIA GT World Cup. But it's a good tire, and I think we can expect that it'll give good performance on the track. Whether it's going to be faster or slower than the Pirelli, we'll have to see. Also, we'll have to see once we can, inspect the track ourselves, do a track walk to see what the tarmac situation is like. I don't know when the last resurfacing took place, but those things are always quite important to understand in what state the track is going to be.
Yeah, 我都有用呢個胎嘅，所以呢個唔係一個新胎啦，但係 basically 一個 one step softer 啦，佢一個平時 S9 我哋用開 S9 嘅平時啲賽事，所以呢個係一個硬啲嘅胎啦，所以呢個係一個 medium compound 咯，可以話 soft 係 S7 medium S8 跟住 S9 係 hard compound， 所以而家喺一個中間個位置，所以應該係幾好 performance 咯，應該幫到架車，個 grip level 應該 OK 啊。
好 ，OK Huda， thank you Huda。OK， Hayes at Lights Out， 請講啊。
Hello， 聽得到？
聽到。
I got a question for both drivers. I know that Daryl and Maro have worked together many times before, but how do you guys feel about finally having the chance to compete on track as teammates again?
Do I start, or you want to start, Daryl?
Sure, Maro, go ahead.
I've known Daryl for a very long time. Actually, we've been talking about it on our quarantine FaceTime calls. I think the very first time we came across each other was in the DTM race in Shanghai, and when Daryl did a guest start there. So I have a lot of respect for Daryl, and obviously, aside from driving, he's done a fantastic job strengthening and building up craft bamboo racing across the world. We've shared some good success, most recently at Bathurst this year, and now to be sort of lining up on the same grid again is great. But it's obviously not the first time, so just look forward to working together and making sure we get the best possible result for the team. And the dream obviously would be to score a 1-2 for the team.
Yeah, from Maro and my side, we've worked together many times, but you're right that we haven't driven as teammates before. I don't think this is probably the first time, and also the first time he's driving with us here in Macau, because for other reasons, like we've been different teams. He's been driving with other teams in Macau. We did more of the endurance races together, so that's going to be quite nice to race together. I'm not sure if he'll show me much mercy on the track. But you know, our goal is to work together, and I think that's probably one strength that we have is we have each other to kind of look at different things and data, kind of work together to see, you know, compared to, I think Marciello, Imperatori, and Edo, probably, I think they're all individual entries. So that may be something that can help us as a team to try to achieve a result together. So I think that's great. And obviously Maro is a very well-respected driver internationally, and you know, at Macau especially, with a lot of experience. So it'd be great to hear his perspective towards things through each session. I'm sure that will help me a lot to, you know, continually have different perspectives to the circuit and different approaches. I've been fortunate to work with a lot of different drivers in Macau's teammates over the years. So and always the feedback is quite different from everybody in terms of how they approach the track and how they approach the race. So it's great to have a chance to work with Maro. Yeah, that's my view.
All right. I have another question for both drivers. Daryl, you competed in Singapore last month, and Maro, congratulations on breaking the record at Nordschleife. It was an amazing lap. And you also competed at Bathurst this year. How would you two say racing or running in these circuits helped you prepare for this return to Macau?
I could start. I mean, for me, racing in Macau is actually where is my home track. So like I said, I've done Macau 18 times now. So they actually brought me experience outward to tracks like Singapore and Bathurst. Like I felt really, when I went to Bathurst, I felt really comfortable on that track, like where a lot of people feel very nervous about the walls and the speed and all this. And I was like, oh, this is normal for me. So like Macau gave me that experience to go to a lot of the street circuits to compete around the world. So it's very natural for me. It's like returning home every time I come to race in Macau.
And I guess Maro, was the Nürburgring lap a good warm up for your upcoming adventure in Macau this next weekend?
Yeah, as I mentioned earlier, there's only 3 tracks in the world, I think, that stand out above the rest, and that is Macau, that is the Nürburgring Nordschleife, and that is Bathurst. So the feeling is somewhat similar. The feeling is always, you know, it's very challenging because you know that you're not allowed to make mistakes. Mistake is immediately punished by hitting the wall, and it's always been tracks like those that I've really enjoyed and also had probably my greatest successes at. You know, when the challenge is very high, and so it's something that I always enjoy a lot, and for sure racing in Bathurst earlier this year and racing on the Nordschleife continuously and also with the record lap is always great to keep your eye in. But nonetheless, every time you go for your first lap in Macau, it's always something eye-opening, and every year again you're sort of amazed by the feeling and how tight it is at the top, how close the walls are, and how fast it is at the bottom. But yeah, it's something that I'm looking forward to.
Thank you very much. Best of luck to the both of you.
唔該晒 Hayes。咁我諗暫時都好似冇乜再冇問題啦。咁so I think we'll just wrap up today's briefing here。今日就圓滿結束啦。咁再次多謝各位傳媒朋友到場支持，亦都非常之多謝Maro，thank you very much。Daryl、Felix 同埋 Pluto 今日到場嚟同我哋傾下偈嘅。咁多謝大家支持，希望大家密切留意下個週末11月18至20號。舉行嘅第69屆澳門格蘭披治大賽澳門 GT 杯，希望 Craft Bamboo Racing 可以再為香港奪好成績。多謝大家。我有樣加
basically 係咯，好多朋友都 obviously 嚟唔到澳門啦今年，所以我哋都希望可以 keep 你 up to date on 成個 weekend 嗰啲過程啊。如果有啲咩嘢你揾翻 Eric 係最好噶啦。咁我哋都可以 keep 你 keep 你 in touch with 我哋嗰個澳門 GT 嘅賽事。係好多啲 updates 可以俾翻你哋，所以我哋可以keep in touch with Eric 咯。
Excellent. 好 ，thank you Daryl. Thank you once again Maro, Felix, and also Pluto. Thank you everybody，係再見，拜拜。